I was doing a little video this morning. Actually, it's my second video. The first one is 15 minutes and 9 seconds, and YouTube, only let me load a 15-minute video unless they somehow get me attached to a phone number. So I'll do the fucking thing over again. Keep her under 15 minutes. I had a cup of Trader Joe's coffee here the other day. This video is about preserving food with nitrogen and uh, also about propylene glycol. Anyway, so I drank this cup of coffee and it just totally jacked me up. I've been drinking coffee for a long time and enjoy coffee, but never had one jack me up like this. Well, I come to find out the coffee is packaged in nitrogen and nitrogen atmosphere. It's basically there's a shitload of food and food-like substances that they package this way. Meat also keeps it red. I researched this uh, quite a bit out there. Couldn't find anybody doing anything about the health effects of nitrogen, this nitrogen packaging. So I'm going to pretty much avoid that stuff because nobody's checking it out. So anyway, just thought I'd tell you guys about that. But this video is more about propylene glycol and all the associated propaganda and uh, health ramifications. Uh, Glycol kind of first showed up, well, of course, in antifreeze. It's a petroleum-based synthetic substance, basically oil. Uh, Showed up in antifreeze, and the next thing you know, they're using it in theaters as artificial smoke, and come find out it was making people sick. It's basically it's a desiccant. When it enters the body, it pulls moisture out of the body, pulls moisture out of the lungs, out of the and particularly the kidneys and urinary tract. Really tough to stay hydrated when you're huffing this stuff because yeah, it just I don't think you can drink enough water to stay hydrated, and it basically dries you up from the inside out. Uh, I dug pretty deep. I was out in the back junkyard because I ain't got no internet in the house worth of shit. Looked in there for about 3 hours this morning. Uh, all I could find, most all I could find was from the federal government, which gave it a thumbs up, from the medical industry, which uses it and everything. And now I find out it's in most all food or food-like substances, just everything. Now, there's three huge red flags for me. All these criminals are saying that it's oh, it won't hurt you, stuff won't hurt you, oh, don't worry about it, we got you. So I kept digging and digging and digging, and way back deep down in there, I found a government toxicology report which seemed to give some states and facts as opposed to propaganda, like the FDA saying, "Oh yeah, this stuff won't hurt you. It's considered not harmful." I didn't say it's good for you, but anyway, huge red flag. And so I dug back in there and passed all the propaganda, and it's all propaganda, which a person don't dig real deep, and they want to get off cigarettes, and there are few options for that. Glycol's the one they put on the platter up there in front of you, and so I found this toxicology report, and what stuff does, It's basically a desiccant. They give a different word for it, but a desiccant absorbs moisture. It can be a lung irritant, but it's particularly damaging to the kidneys and urinary tract, which lungs require a good amount of moisture too, but the real concern was with the kidneys and urinary tract, the liver too. They, there's nothing I read in that toxicology report that was good. And then I found one other website, Honey Something, way deep back in there that I researched them too, and I couldn't find any ties to industry or government with this little website, and they warned about the dangers of glycol also, and didn't have anything positive to say about it. All about kidneys, urinary tract, liver, and lungs. This glycol can damage. Cats are particularly susceptible to it. You know, your cat takes a taste of antifreeze, that cat's done. So they finally told them to take the glycol out of cat food because it was killing too many cats. Then cat food still has glycol in it, even though there isn't supposed to be any. So this substance is pervasive. Everybody's putting it in everything, and that's another huge red flag. You know, they don't put substance in stuff we consume because it's good for us. You know, everybody knows that they're out to get us, especially make us sick. So the medical industry can benefit from it. Kind of losing my train of thought because this is the second go around I've had with this. Anyway, so the most harmful way, as best I can tell, is through glycol vapor, particularly heated vapor. It doesn't. Best as I can tell, they didn't speak about it. I don't know that it actually itself damages organs like the heart, the liver, kidneys, and urinary tract, but what it does is dry them out, where I don't know. I'm pretty sure that probably damages them. So I would strongly urge anyone that might be experiencing any kind of symptoms from this stuff to probably, you know, find an alternative. You know, if you want to get off cigarettes and you think you got to have nicotine, you know, maybe look into a patch or something. I haven't really researched them, but glycol is a huge deception, and all the propaganda, you know, just leads to confirmation bias. You know, if you can't hack cigarettes, you know, you probably should find an alternative to nicotine. You know, it's a kind of sticky wicket. There's a lot of propaganda about cigarettes too. You know, I smoked for 25 years and never even developed a cough. But I think the real danger with cigarettes is in the filter that they put on them. I used to smoke roll your own, you know. Most of those 25 years, so I think that may be why I didn't suffer any effects, and I wasn't a 3-4 pack a day smoker. You know, maybe 20 cigarettes a day or something for many years. And as far as I know, I didn't suffer any health effects due to that. Some people just can't handle cigarettes, and glycol is not an option as far as I'm concerned. I looked into it pretty hard, and there again, 3 huge flags. You know, the government and the FDA say it won't hurt you. Medical industry uses it in every fucking thing, not just their inhalers, but all their medications have it in it. And then the food industry puts it in every fucking thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they're putting it on fresh food. I don't know. I encourage everyone to just eat raw food, locally grown, if you can get it, if you can afford it. And I guess that's about my 2 cents worth. I had to make this video shorter because YouTube wants to hook me up with a phone, or they won't let me do a video more than 15 minutes, and they can stuff it up their ass. I'll just stick to something a little bit shorter, even if I got to do it twice because I missed it by 9 seconds or whatever. Fuck YouTube. Anyway, uh, I just had to put my 2 cents worth in on this glycol. It's a huge deception. There's not just one, but three huge red flags. The government says it's not going to hurt you. Medical industry don't really say nothing about it. They just use it in everything. And the food industry the same way. They don't say nothing, but they just put it in every fucking thing. And cats, I think, are the canary in the coal mine on this one. Uh, I, I don't have an agenda. I'm not affiliated with any of those groups, and I just do my research, and I once again I've got to urge you, if you're huffing glycol for whatever reason, and are suffering any of the side effects in your body and your organs, particularly the lungs, the liver, the kidneys or urinary tract. The kidneys and the urinary tract is what it affects most and attacks first. Because if you're feeling something in your kidney or urinary tract, dry urethra, anything like that, your liver and lungs are next. So anyway, before this thing gets too long, I just had to put my 2 cents worth in on propylene glycol. It's a synthetic substance made from petroleum. Like all petroleum products, you know, it's no good. Uh, well, try to keep a good diet out there and stay safe. That's my 2 cents worth, and thanks for watching.